It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Paul George.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation. And he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Joel Embiid out there with MP. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. Jaren Jackson is out there with Zach Edey. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced and the skill level continues to rise.
Shot on the wing. That's good from Edgecombe on the assist by MP.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by George. Pass to Embiid. Puts it up from 15, and he hits the jumper for 2.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Grizzlies head coach had a few moments to share with me. I wondered what coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, coach joked, going on to say, we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment. So coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Kevin?
Thank you once again, Allie. The shot. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Jackson. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
At his height, Jackson Jr. just needs to be assertive to successfully attack inside.
The drive by MP. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Hits the jumper in space.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Jackson against MP. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yes, we know Jackson can nail 3s, but at his core, he's a guy who wants the ball around the rim.
George, good, and the assist goes to MP.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Caldwell Pope outside. Morant scanning the floor. With the floater, it's hauled in by the 76ers. And you know what? We've run out of superlatives to describe this club. They've been untouchable. 31 straight wins. You hear me? 31. And sometimes it looks like they're not even breaking a sweat.
Well, I don't say this lightly. This group could very well be one of the best teams I've ever seen. To win this many games in a row is unthinkable. And if I'm in the locker room coaching this group, the one thing I'd be telling my guys is not to get distracted by the record. Stay focused on tonight, just as we have throughout the streak.
And here's Morant, following the 3-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Memphis moving it around. Jackson misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Islo to head their program. Stan after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Morant, and the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Caldwell Pope outside. 6 to shoot.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Caldwell Pope outside. Clark outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Morant right side. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, when the three is falling for Morant, it's a bad sign for the defense.
The drive by MP. And MP throws it down hard. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. 76ers getting the bucket. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Outside, George. Back to MP. George passes to MP. Lock at 6. MP with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Pass to Edey. Caldwell Pope outside. They get it again. Clark. And there's the whistle on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action.
The previous play is under review.
Real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Time to go courtside and hear what's going on with Jaren Jackson. So, Allie, what have you heard?
Well, the head athletic trainer for Memphis provided some information for us. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's one of those cases where when your team really needs you, this is the kind of injury that sometimes takes a back seat. He's going to give it a go.
And Allie, we thank you for the report.
Well, look, reality hits hard, and I know he's frustrated by this setback, but you have to take things one day at a time and just get yourself right.
Wells is out there with Clark. Then it's Jock Langdale. Then there's Scottie Pippen. And it's Williams at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. MP with a screen on Williams. Back to MP. And again for 3.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never seen unbelievable move by MP.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Pippen, the pass to Clark. Outside Williams. Outside Pippen. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
You know, Coach, how would you describe Scottie Pippen Jr.?
I think Kevin Scottie Pippen Jr. is one of the most underrated players in the league. This guy is a very good starting level NBA point guard who can get to the paint, create shots for himself and others, and he's as good defensively guarding the ball as just about anybody in the league.
At the elbow, it's George. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Pass to Landale. Clark up top, covered by MP. Good defense by MP. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way he was making everything from the floor.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Caldwell Pope comes in for Vince Williams. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. Wells misses the layup.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Maxey passes to MP. Back to Maxey. Here's MP. Kicks it out to Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Wells. Hasn't made one yet. And stolen by Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. And the baseline jumper, no good. For the 76ers, the last game, a win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines. He blocks it again.
Erased that shot, but wrote his name into the franchise history books as well, setting the single-season blocks record for this team.
And with how much this team has leaned on him for defense, you have to feel happy for him, don't you? He's been nothing short of stellar on defense all year long.
Oh, what an incredible season it's been for MP. He's been a one-man wall for this team all season long. His rim protection now setting a new franchise record for blocks in a season. Completely deserved for a legend of this franchise.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Shot to stop the run, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Memphis.
Number 14, Zach Edey.
So it's the Grizzlies now. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Jackson. And stolen by MP. And here we go. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at George. The third spot, and the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
There's the three, Knocks down the three ball. George has got his third bucket of the night. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Yeah, I like the assertive approach from Jackson Jr., not hesitating for a second off the catch.
Back to MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Let's toss it over to the sideline for news on MP's groundbreaking season.
Thanks, guys. Well, his hot shooting this season has brought him within sight of the single-season high watermark for triples made. And while it's something he's cautious of, he said he's trying to keep his focus squarely between those lines. Guys?
Yeah, I like that approach. A very good approach. Thanks. And some changes here for the 76ers. Drummond comes in for Embiid, and it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. Clock at 2. Hot shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The 76ers leading by 21. Grimes passes to Drummond. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Drummond's got 6.
Well, if Drummond's going to score, the paint is where it's going to happen.
To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. Philadelphia with the ball. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. MP kicks to George. Outside, Maxey. The 76ers, another 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Maxey against Morant. Outside Jackson. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Oubre is checked in for George. 5 on the clock. For 3. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 11.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
The drive by MP. And the dunk by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Jackson misses.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Morant bats for 2. MP grabs the miss. MP's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Got that one up quick. Maxey's got 16.
This is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter 2.
Morant outside. Here's Jackson. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Oubre finds Maxey. MP with a screen on Morant. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
1:39 left to play here in the half. Caldwell Pope outside. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Edey with a screen for Caldwell Pope. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
And MP is young enough, you know he's always going to finish that play off with the dunk.
The Grizzlies shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Maxey.
Well, with his quickness and physicality, it's not easy to guard Morant without fouling.
The electric Ja Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with Ja Morant. We know how good he is. Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for Ja means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability or his ability to lead this team. Man, what a luxury for MP to have handles like that to get himself open.
Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the 76ers. MP's got 11 rebounds in the game. And so it's MP making things happen for the 76ers. He put on a clinic in defense that quarter. His shot blocking was key for him. We come back right after this.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the run.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the 76ers.
Vintage teamwork right there tonight. Everyone is looking to be the setup guy.
Yeah, when anyone could be the next to score, the defense can't tell what's coming. And the ball is certainly finding the open man.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. '76ers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And so in the game for the 76ers, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. MP out there with Paul George, and it's Embiid in at the center position.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Moran finds Edey. Pass to Jackson. Now Caldwell Pope. The three from Morant. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson from long range. Wow,
MP was ready for the shot and timed the block to perfection.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Caldwell Pope outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third, and Edey has it in the corner. There's Jackson with the 3, and another miss by Memphis.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Fires for 3, and Maxey with the basket on the assist by Edgecombe. Edgecombe's got 5 assists tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Caldwell Pope outside. And another miss by Memphis.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language
Connects again from distance.
He's been hitting threes at a very high level, and we haven't seen many better from beyond.
That last triple ties him for the 4th most made in a single season. Here's Jackson. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game. Now the 76ers with it. This run now up to 13-2. Embiid kicks to Maxey. MP with a screen on Morant. And that one's good. Maxey.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Jackson passes to Morant. 3-pointer. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Outside Jackson. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Wants to get it to Morant and does. Outside for Jackson. Jackson missing again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Wide open look. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And MP throws it down hard.
Readiness is so important, and the moment he saw his opening, MP was ready to attack.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. On the wing, Jackson. Clock at 6. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
MP kicks to George. Pulls from the top of the key. Good, and the assist goes to MP. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Here's Morant. Jackson has the open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Caldwell Pope outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Morant. In with the block, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
The three from him. Good, another from three.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often. Edey, and he can't stop the run as he misses. The 76ers shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick, PG Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Well, when you watch everything Caldwell Pope does, it's possible he's still a little underrated.
And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, he has owned this quarter, a major reason they're up right now.
Jackson finds Edey. Morant with a wide open look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Morant's got 14 points for the game. MP passes to Maxey. And here is MP. And he drives in. Embiid wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Grizzlies shooting around 41% on the night. Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. From outside off the mark.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
The drive by MP and the dunk by MP.
Oh, nice read from the veteran swingman. George showing how selfless he can be.
Morant with it. 14 points for him. Three-pointer. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. MP's got 47 points.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Pass to Edey. Morant kicks to Caldwell Pope. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Guys, I like that play. Get Caldwell Pope something in rhythm.
MP sets the screen for Maxey. Shoots over Morant. Kendall, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Edey. Now Morant. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by MP. And here's Maxey outside. It's good from long range. Maxey's got 29.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. MP finds Embiid. Back to MP. Pass to Edgecombe. MP with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And a wide open look for him. He got it again. Sensational.
It's incredible. This is what he does.
Another 50-point game for him. Now tied for second place all time.
Right there with Michael Jordan, who also made a habit of taking over offensively. Both guys are on a whole nother level.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle. I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
And the 76ers making a change here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Oubre comes in for George. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. And Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. Jackson in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Screen by MP. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books, and now sits solely by himself for third most threes in a season. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Both free throws good from Morant. MP up top. Here's Oubre. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Oubre's got his second basket of the night. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Philadelphia ahead as they end the third quarter with a 13-5 run. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And there have been 2 very... For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. Jackson is out there with Edey. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And he comes up with the deuce. MP's got 57 points.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Here's Jackson, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that's now 18 points for Jaren Jackson. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to McCain. Back to MP. Clock at 4. The 76ers need to get off a shot. McCain's shot is off.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Caldwell Pope outside. There's Jackson with the 3. And that one is off.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Back to MP. Good! There's another.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Memphis has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. There's Jackson with the 3. Again, the miss by Jackson.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. And the rejection by MP. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
The Grizzlies with another miss. The 76ers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensational. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Edey. Outside for Jackson. Morant left side. Just 3 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
76ers ball.
Drummond's checked in for the 76ers.
For the 76ers, number 1, Andre Drummond.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Back to MP. Philadelphia moving the ball around. McCain finds MP. McCain with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Pass to Watford. It's McCain on the wing. They get the rebound.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Edey the bounce pass. And Jackson gets it to go.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Here's MP. Whoa! How about that slam?
Somebody got their feelings hurt on that one.
Incredible.
He almost got too much air on that one.
Yeah, the man can fly. What a show.
Man, I wish I could do that just one time.
It's Edey atop the key. Pass to Morant. Yep, it counts. Morant's got 15 points in just the second half.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending. Will stand one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this, it only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things, and a lot of times those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
McCain finds MP. MP sets the screen for McCain. Nice move. Back to MP. Over in the corner, Edwards. Shot clock at 3. He takes it in. Basket good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Pass to Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Jackson. Here's Kendall. Yet another bucket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
And how about that? Snuck in off the baseline and then the sensational reverse.
How pretty was that? Athletic basketball with a little bit of flair mixed in. Edey with a screen for Morant. And that time, also a missed shot. Philadelphia has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And what a play, just snatched out of the air. Credit the block.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Philadelphia.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double, and Drummond is right there.
They just blocked out the noise,
kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Jackson in the corner. And the rejection by MP. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Philadelphia dictating the flow. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Pass to McCain. Now, here's MP. Back to McCain. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
The win was impressive. 40-plus points in the win, another level entirely. When did you know you were in the zone?
Woo! If you're living the right way, you wake up in the zone. My teammates and I were on the same wavelength already from the jump, so we stay there.
So you live in the zone then?
No, we are the zone. Jennifer Quintana, it does not exist without us.
Well then, congrats on another day in the zone, MP.
Hey, I like it here, so I appreciate you.
Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, thanks, Jennifer.